In this homework, we are going to explore how to create the Then and Now feature for your magazine project. The first thing you're going to want to do is open a blank document in Word. You all know how to do that. The next thing you need to do is go to Insert, and there are several ways you can do this, but Insert, and you want to put in a blank page. Now if you look down here, it says I have 2 pages of 2. Your next step is to go to View and click Multiple Pages. By doing multiple pages, it will put them side by side. You can move your mouse, your I-beam, and click in whichever document you want to work in. So now that you have them side by side, it will be easy to create the mirror image I am looking for this feature. Remember to check the web page for the requirements. The requirements are very simple. You're going to do a Then and a Now page. The first thing you're going to need to do on each page, and everybody will do something very similar, is you're going to go to Insert, Word Art, pick a word art you like. Remember, you can change it, and then you're going to do Then on one page and put the year. For me, it's 1966. And then you're going to click on the other page, insert a word art. They should be the same kind. I don't like the one I chose, so I'm going to choose a different one. And do Now. And do the year that we are currently in, 2017. So everybody's Now page will be titled the same way. Your Then page will be whatever year you were born. And if you don't like the word art, like I don't like this one, you can highlight it under Drawing Tools, and you can change the word art to the one you want. Okay. We'll fix the colors later. Your next step is to find 5 things that you can compare from the year you were born to the year that is now. My 5 things are easier because I'm older. I've already gotten the pictures for my 5 things. So we're going to go in, and all you're going to do is find the pictures. You can find them a couple of ways. I have mine saved here in a file folder. So as you can see, I've put the years, and I've got what I'm going to compare on here. And I'll just go in and insert them as pictures and put them where I want to be. The other thing you can do is you can go to Insert, go to Online Pictures, and type up what you're looking for. For example, if you want to look at sneakers, you can do sneakers 2000. Well, for me it would be 1966, and see if they find any pictures. That's the pair of sneakers from that time. You get the idea. You can look there, or you can look through Google, but you need to find the pictures. Once you find the pictures, you want to place them mirror image on the page they go. So we're going to pull the 17 Mustang. Obviously, it's not going where I want it to go yet. In order to be able to move it, you have under Picture Tools, Position, and Text Wrap. You want to go into Text Wrap. You want to choose a wrap. The easier way to do it is to click this little box that says Layout Options. Because not only do we want a text wrap, we want to be able to fix a position on the page. That means that wherever we move it, that's where it's going to stay. So we can move it over here and put it there. We can then go in to Insert and insert our other picture. So we'll pull the 66 Mustang. Okay. Again, we'll worry about the sizes later. On every picture, you're going to probably have to do the text wrapping and the fix on page. I'm making these small because I know I'm going to need them small to fit all the images. And start putting. Notice how I didn't put them next to each other? These are what I call mirror images. When I open them up, they're located in the same spot on the page if the pages were facing. And this is the outer edge. We will pause the video, and then I'll put the pictures in, and then you can kind of see how it looks. Okay, if you look, I now have my pictures here. We're almost set, and when I say mirror image, this is what I'm looking for. On the inside upper inside, we have a phone from the 60s and a smartphone representing now. On the outer upper top, we have a Mustang and then a more modern Mustang. We have a phonograph or a record player from the 60s, and I have a Bluetooth speaker. Now, if you look under here, I have my television, and under here I have Google. Those things don't match, so I'm going to need to reverse them in order to make my mirror image correct. So we're going to move our TV and move Google. Google compares to the encyclopedias because back in the 60s we used encyclopedias to research. Nowadays we use Google or another search engine. So that represents all those. Now they're mirror images. Things on the page should match up to where they are on the other page, so that when you look at it you can see the images you want to see. The next thing you have to do is add a text box comparing 7 items. They do not have to be the items on your page. As a matter of fact, I would prefer they weren't. You're going to go into insert again and draw text box. And insert another text box on the other side. The text box should also be mirror image, which means they should line up approximately on the same spot in the pages. Again, you can use this tool and adjust them by fixing the position on the page. Go to where you see the little hash marks and you can move them, and you can move things around. Then you're going to research common prices. So let's look at the example that's already done. Here's my example of what's already done. If you look, I've got more than 7. I have 9 prices. Your requirement is 7 prices. So I took bread from the 60s, which was 20 cents, compared it to bread from now, which is $1.35. Now, prices aren't going to be exact. Different people shop different places. Milk was 99 cents a gallon. Now it's $3.30. Eggs, 60 cents. You get the idea. I threw in some other things besides food. You could go to the movies for $1.09 back then. Now a matinee is going to cost you $10. Stamps. You could get a stamp for 5 cents. Now it's 49. Gas, 32 cents. Now it's $2.32. Some of these prices will fluctuate. They just need to be there. You just need 7 prices and 5 pictures. The pictures should represent the same thing. It's okay if they're not the same picture. For example, the encyclopedias for research and Google for research. That's what I'm looking for. When you put this in the magazine, it is important that you put your first page of the layout on an even number. You do not want these to print back to back. You want them to print facing. That's part of your points. To do that, this first page needs to be on an even numbered page, and this would need to be on the odd number that follows it. So for example, you could print this on page 2, and this could be 3, or that could be 4, 5. You get the idea. Make sure you do that. Take your time. This should be fun. It should show your interest. It's not meant to show my interest. Food items are the easier things to find prices on. Most people are familiar with some of them. Make sure you are using the year of your birthday and not my birthday. It's not a hard feature, and you should have fun with it.